All righty. We should be good to go, Larry.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, John. All right. Well, this is a committee meeting tonight online of the Waukegan Public Library Finance Committee. And looks like at this point we have Sylvia, we have Josue, we have myself, Larry, and we have John here. It appears that we have a quorum with this. Does that sound correct? Yeah, we have a quorum. Good. Okay, that's good to see. All right, thank you. Thank you all for coming. Looking at the evening's agenda here, we have roll call. You know what? I don't even have an actual membership list at this point of this committee. So I'm not able to do a roll call unless someone else has one. But we have a quorum, so it appears. So that is good. So with that in mind, if there's no objection, let's go to our agenda. And the first, and we also have Anna here. I'm sorry, we also have Anna here tonight as well. Thank you, Anna, for being here. So let's get ourselves started with this. On our third point on our agenda, we have a review the Waukegan Public Library profit and loss budget versus actual report for May 1st, 2020 through February 28th of 2021. Does everyone have that available to them to look at or to consult with?
Yes.
Very good. All right. Okay, so I have as well. Anna, since you're here and this is you're most familiar with all this, perhaps you could give us a summary of what we have before us, the highlights and what's more in line and what's a little unexpected or still being developed, sort of thing.
Okay, we are 10 months into our fiscal year, so and we're right on target. Oh, sorry, I have somebody came in, and ideally we should be about 85%. As you can see, we're not in best shape. Of course, again, the repair and maintenance is almost double. But if you look at the repair and maintenance, all of that is mostly for cleaning. We're over about 18,000, and we've spent like close to 18,000 just for cleaning. So all of that is COVID. I'm not expecting any more real estate tax for the rest of the fiscal year. If you look at the contributor income, it's more than last month because we got money from the friends of the library. So that was the large amount that we got last month. And then the rest of them is nothing out of the ordinary. Everything is pretty in line. We don't have any surprises but then again, because we're COVID, so our cleaning expense is a little high.
That would be under repairs and maintenance. Is that where that is located in? Yes, correct. Now, in terms of the revenues we have, it looks like grant revenues. I see that we've received 2,072% of grant. That's from grants from various sources for assistance with COVID-related issues. The library is involved with projects of that sort.
Yes, grant revenue we have to spend. So basically, it's pretty much a wash. Whatever we take in, we spend. Some of the grants covers different periods. They're not like our fiscal year. So the revenue and expense, sometimes it doesn't jive in our fiscal year because theirs have like from the state, they have a different fiscal year. But whatever grant money that comes in, we basically spend it. Because most grants, it's very clear how they want you to spend it, and we have to follow those guidelines when we get grants.
Mm-hmm. Now, in terms of at the very bottom of the report here, it says debt certificates outstanding. What would that's to in the amount of $2,150,000. Just to clarify for myself, if no one else, perhaps others too, but what exactly are debt certificates?
That's our bond.
Mm-hmm.
We issue bond, I don't know, a long time ago, and we're paying off that bond.
Mm-hmm.
We pay off that bond $195,000 a year.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
That's our principal payment, and then we also pay interest. I think originally it was about $3 million bond.
Huh. Uh-huh.
And that's how much we have outstanding.
Mm-hmm. So that's been going on for a while now, that whole
for a
thing.
while, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Very good. Okay. All right. Well, that seems to give a very good summary. Thank you, Anna. Anyone have any questions or comments on this budget report here? This again, it's the summary of actual versus budgeted results for the 10-month ending February 28th of 2021. Anything further? Anyone?
I have some questions.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, for the money that came in from the Friends,
Yes.
was that for book sales or was that cookies or what was that?
I think the intention was for concerts, right, John? Was that what they want us to do?
The Friends raise their funds by sales of books through Amazon.com. That's been their biggest breadwinner since the sale that they had on the wall, on the west wall of our library building, is no more, and they aren't really accepting people in for regular sales. That is their book sale money from years past. They hadn't made a distribution last year because we didn't do a concert series, so they didn't give us anything. So this year they kind of doubled up. They had some money in the piggy bank and they wanted to share. That $10,500 was what that was for. But yes, primarily sales of books and occasional bread cookie sales at the concert series.
Was that the 29,000 or the 2,000?
That would be the 29
No.
contributed income, I believe,
Okay.
Anna. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So they had
It's-
$29,000 in their treasure?
No, that is part of the 29,000.
Okay.
They gave us about $10,000 in February. So in February, that was the largest income source. Because we didn't bring any other money in.
So they gave us 10,000 in February, and then they gave us an additional $19,091 for March? Or are you saying that they gave us money?
No, this is year to date.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's for the whole year. The 29,000, we have various incomes. We have annual appeal. We have United Ways. But in February, the Friends gave us $10,500.
Okay. So last month it should have been 19,000. We would have had year to date. Okay, got you.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Sylvia. And I certainly do want to thank the Friends of the Library of Waukegan Public Library
Definitely.
for their great generosity. So thank you, Friends. I'm just curious, is there anyone who sends them an acknowledgement of their generosity or gift? If not, perhaps someone, maybe I could as a finance chair. I mean, I guess that would be appropriate, wouldn't it? I could do that myself.
Mhm.
So, and yeah, I'll do that. I will do that. Anna, so you can give me you can email the contact information who I should send my thank you note to. Correct? Is that all right? Later on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All
Sure.
right. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Okay. Anything else on this aspect of the agenda for tonight to discuss or comment on?
So the 99% of our budget used for debt services, that means that we're finished paying for this year?
Yes, we finished paying this year.
Okay, okay, okay,
We make payments in December for principal and interest. Well, twice but yes, this fiscal year we're done.
okay. Okay,
Thank you.
well then I am good.
Very good. Thank you, Sylvia. So Anna, are you planning to attend our board meeting in about another half hour or so?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so what I will do at
haven't missed one.
Pardon?
Oh, I haven't missed a board meeting.
Oh,
No, okay, very good. Well, no, very good. No, of course you haven't. So you're very, and thank you so much for your attendance and your great service. So when we get to this aspect, the financial reports of this aspect, I will ask you just to give a, like a summary, just, kind of an overview like you did right now to help summarize it. Would that be okay for you to do?
Sure, of course.
Very kind of you. Thank you. Very good. Okay, so then let's go on to the next item of our agenda, and that is the item 3B. That's to review the check detail report for February of 2021. I had a few, just a few questions, just a few, what's this, what's that kind of thing. But before I go though, anyone else who may have some similar sort of question or comment or whatever?
other than I'm going to acknowledge the friends also
Oh,
in the meeting, so.
very good. All right. Anna, before we move, is there anyone else that we should be? I don't want to overlook anyone. Is there any other entity or group that more of a kind of a citizens group or group or whatever that I don't want anyone to feel left out in terms of thank yous. Is there anyone else we should acknowledge or send a thank you note to at all that you're aware of, and that who made a contribution, a significant contribution in terms of that $29,000 we've been discussing tonight?
No, France is probably the largest contributor. Other people, they go through the foundation, and I believe the foundation acknowledged their contribution.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, but if there's ever any entity or individual or whatever who gives significant contribution, well, I don't want to take away the foundation's job, but of course we're also grateful for any entity or everyone's, how big, how small, to our excellent and fine Waukegan Public Library. So thank you to everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So then, okay, very good. So let's go on to this check detail report for February of 2021. Well, let me kick it off here just to have kind of just what's this? This is always an education to go through all this and see what's being spent and who some of these different entities and whatnots are. So I'm just curious. This Baker and Taylor, they get a real big chunk of our funding here. Now that's when we make these purchases through this Baker and Taylor. Is that sort of a clearinghouse for what is Baker and Taylor exactly? Is that a publisher or like a clearinghouse to purchase books through? What is that exactly again?
So
Yes,
Baker and Taylor is our primary source for books, movies, and music. That's where we purchase a majority of our books.
I see. So, John, it's primarily books then that we're getting from them. Is that correct?
Primarily, and CDs. And I think we get some movies from them too, to my knowledge.
Oh, okay, very good. That was just my overall question about that. It's very good. Okay, so moving on here, it looks like I'm on page 10 of 16, page 10 of 16, and this is more towards the middle bottom of the page. This is item number 114377. And this is to an entity stated February 12th of 2021. It's to an entity called Innovative Interfaces, Inc. 1. Software licenses for $22,350.51. I'm just curious, what was that? Obviously some kind of IT sort of thing, right? What was it though?
So prior to this fiscal year, we were looking at doing away with SMS texting through Innovative as well as Decision Center. But in order to remain out in contract and not be in breach of contract, we had to pay that bill. We were trying to do away with them, but we realized we started the conversation with Innovative in July, and we would have needed to start the conversation with Innovative in May to drop those services. So we have to eat that expense this year, but that will be the last year we pay for SMS to the tune of $10,000. And then we're looking at Innovative's Decision Center now and continuing to use it because we've really not used it much since we started it 6 or 8 years ago. And Decision Center is basically a data-driven acquisition tool that helps us make decisions about purchases and withdrawals of materials from the library's collection.
Oh, okay. So it's all software kinds of.
Yes, they are the
Sorry.
company that we do our Sierra through, which is our card catalog, so to speak.
Very good. Okay. Anyone else have any question about that at all? Okay. So moving on right to the next item below.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
What was the check that went to Richard Lee for?
Richard,
Lee?
We
that
purchased
at?
wreaths from the Rotary Club. I believe he's a member of the Rotary Club, but accidentally the check was cut to Richard Lee instead of to the Rotary Club of Waukegan. So he just covered it for us, to my knowledge. It was meant to go to the Rotary Club, but it went to Richard Lee instead.
Okay.
I must be missing a page.
no, Richard Lee's check was several months back. It's not on this check register.
Oh, okay.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong one?
Well, we're looking at the one for February of 2021. The check detail for February of 2021. Okay, so moving on.
For some reason, they were all on the same email chain for me. I just found the right one.
I have some questions on the check detail, Larry.
Yes,
if you,
Sylvia.
Okay,
okay.
well, I'm almost, well, I just have a few more.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll finish and then we'll yeah, anyone else, of course, sure. Okay, so just moving on to that same page, I'm just, kind of, again, what's this, what's that? So under item number 114378, to Linda Gorham in the amount of $550. That was for adult programs. So that's some sort of what was she, a lecturer or a presenter of some sort, or I'm just curious.
Yes, she was one of our presenter, and her event was on February 22nd. And for Black History Month, Heroes.
It was 2 events. We actually had her twice that month to do. It was a repeat. So we did her program on, I think, the 7th of February and then the 22nd, as Anna said. I
see. Oh, okay, thank you. And then right underneath that item, there is an item number 114379 for February 12th of 2021. It's titled as the entity Minnesota Literacy Council. Other grants, and that was in the amount of $500. So what's the Minnesota Literacy Council?
Our literacy department, they get certain materials. That's a 1-year license. And it's for literacy.
So that's most likely to use some sort of a publication or product that this Minnesota Literacy Council would produce or publish of some sort or something like that?
Yes, I thought maybe they were booklet.
Okay.
I can't remember, but it's 1 year for the use of the service.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, I'm almost done. I am now on page 13 of 16 pages, page 13. And this is there's two items near the very bottom actually at the bottom of the page. This one is item number 114403. Now this one's dated February 24th of 2021, and the entity here is called the L period T period Connection Inc. And it's a consultant service for $22,979.17. What is that for?
The IT connection is our IT consultant. They come here to help Isaac, and they bill by the hour, and that is for January service.
Okay, so that's to help Isaac set up software IT kinds of products, I presume. Is that it?
Right.
Okay. Okay, and right under that, I'm almost done here. Right under that, we have item 114404. Date is February 24th of 2021. It's called Today's Business Solutions. That is for here, it's called Administrative and Tech Equipment, and that's for $6,163.32. What's that one for? For more detail,
TBS.
please,
Yeah, TBS. They do all our machines. When a patron comes in and they use our machine to print, to fax, and then of course we collect a certain amount of charge for those services, and that's all through TBS, and that's for 1 year.
Oh, that's a 1 year.
1 year,
fee.
1 year charge.
Okay, let me just.
And
make
that is just our print, scan, and fax station for one, and the microfilm reader that we have that does microfiche.
Oh, well, that's quite a few services, right? Print, scan, fax, and microfiche for 1 year. Huh? That's lots. This covers a lot. Yeah.
And I believe they also cover our coin towers. So any of the payment portals that people would pay at the photocopier, that's also underneath their contract.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot of services for, yeah. Okay. And this is for that $6,163.32. Very good. All right. Very good. Thank you. So let me see here. I'm looking here at my page 14 notes here. Let's see what else we got here. You know what? That's all I have in terms of my what's this and what's that kind of thing. Okay. Very good. Sylvia, did you say you had some further questions on this?
I do.
Okay. Very good. Go ahead.
Going back to the first page of the check detail, there's several items under professional development. Do we have some type of professional development that we provided last month?
Yeah, professional development is for staff training. In this instance, 2 staff members, they attend a webinar for homeless people. And they were $49 each. So it's a webinar for training. Well,
Okay.
yeah, webinar.
Okay. And then staff recognition, what was that? We had a staff day or something?
No, that's for
Yes.
Christmas. We
Oh.
gave staff $50 for gift cards. So that is that's why they're all zeros, because each staff have each person got $50.
Okay.
And some of it got through Amazon, some of it not. So you'll probably see some of that next month also. And we, of course, we pay with credit cards, so it's a few, 1 or 2 months in arrear.
Okay. Okay. So children's programs, what kind of children's programs is this from last month or is this from a different month?
That is for this charge we pay in February. So the credit card closed in January. So the charges are in December. The children department, they've been buying certain items and they will put it in, I guess, a gift bag. And a lot of it is given to, for patrons that do curbside pickup, and children know that they have, it's for children, that they give them some art and craft. And sometimes it's related to what they do on the website. Like the librarian will do some, have a theme, and then they can come and pick up their the bag that goes with that theme.
Mm,
And in
Okay.
this case, they are a lot of wooden cubes and coloring books and glues. I didn't watch the program, so I'm not sure what it was, but it was some kind. It sounds like some kind of craft.
So depending upon what the activity is, the librarian would send that package home with the student or with the child that picks up or parent.
Yes.
That sounds cool. And I got one more question on that page. Okay, so let's go to meals and food. I don't, maybe it's been here before, but I just haven't seen it. But we have meals and food. What is, and I see it's a couple times, 4 times maybe last month.
Yes, that is the donuts. I've been going weekly to get donuts for our staff once a week at least. And sometimes I'll go and get 2 dozen, 3 dozen instead of 2 because I need to make sure that everybody has a fair share of donuts.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Definitely, I was going to question the 22,000.
I beat you to it.
Yes, you did. But other than that, I think for the most part, I've seen many of these charges before. So I'm good.
Very good. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for your insight and observation and interest. Thank you very much. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else have any, Jose, anything further or a question or comment or anything at all? Yeah. No? Okay. All right. And before we close, okay, first of all, is there anything else okay. So the what I don't know exactly who would have this, maybe John would or maybe Sylvia, but I need an updated list of who's on this finance committee, so I know going forward. Would that be possible?
I will share that with you, Mr. McShane.
Very kind of you. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, I
think
know.
Are we approving the check detail in committee?
Let me think. Do we typically just forward, do we prove it here typically, or do we just present it to our board?
We can do it
Usually
either.
approve it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
We do
we
it
do
here?
it either or, but we can approve it. So I'll motion that we approve our check detail and our budget report to present to the full board.
Mhm.
I'll second
Okay.
that.
Okay, very good. Thank you. There's been moved by Sylvia and seconded by Josue to approve the check detail for February of 2021 is presented and discussed. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Okay. Any further discussion? Okay. So
We're all
okay,
in
let's-
favor.
well, maybe we do need to do a roll call since it's financial thing. I don't know. Well, let's do a roll call. So Sylvia, how do you feel? How do
Yes.
you vote? Yeah, okay,
Yes,
Josue?
definitely.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, Larry, aye, yes. Okay, very good. Okay. And okay, so the motion passes. Thank you so much. Okay, motion passes. So we will present this as discussed and approved to our board meeting in 15 minutes to commence. Very good. All right. Okay, anything else before we conclude this meeting and adjourn it?
Larry, if I could, I think the only
Yes.
other person is Jeannie that should be on
Jean?
this committee. Yes.
Oh. Mhm,
So just
mhm.
Jeannie.
Jeannie, okay, all
Mhm.
right. Okay, then thank you so much. Then I will be sure to add that to my for going forward. Very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, well, seeing there's no further business or discussion to be had, all those in favor of adjourning the meeting, so indicate.
Aye.
Aye.
I okay, opposed, abstain. Okay, all right. So we are now adjourned. Thank you all for attending so very much, and we will see you hopefully at our board meeting in 15 or so minutes.
Okay.